Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today the topic is how I found my signature scent, and I will be discussing about perfume types, their notes, and my own personal journey of finding my signature scent. So before starting, I would like to have a question. Like, have you ever sprayed a perfume in a store, absolutely loved it, bought the full bottle, and then wondered why it smelled completely different when you wore it at home? So maybe you have been searching for that one fragrance that instantly feels like you, but every perfume starts smelling the same after a while. And I have been there too. In today's video, I'm going to share my personal journey of finding my signature scent, explaining the different types of perfumes like UG cologne, UG toilette, UG perfume, and only perfume. It will help you understand the fragrance notes so you can make better choices the next time you are going to shop a fragrance for you. So, by the end of this video, you'll not only know how perfumes work but also how to find one that truly matches your personality and lifestyle. So, now beginning with what does that signature scent really mean? For a long time, I thought that a signature scent meant owning one expensive designer perfume and wearing it every single day. But over time, I realized that it's not necessarily true. A signature scent is really a fragrance profile that people begin to associate with. It could be one perfume or a small collection that shares the similar characteristics. So, for example, whenever someone hugs you or walks past you, they think that this smells just like her. So, that's your signature scent. For me personally, I eventually noticed a pattern. No matter how many perfumes I tried, I kept gravitating towards warmer, richer, comforting fragrances for evenings which had vanilla, amber, musk in their base notes, and fresh floral fragrances when I was heading out for a day. So, once I recognized that pattern for myself, choosing perfumes became much easier for me. Now, coming to the section of understanding the perfume concentrations. It's one of the biggest things that has changed how I bought fragrances uh, when I was learning that not all perfumes have the same concentration of fragrance oils. So, let me explain it in a very simple way for you all. We have four types of fragrances. First is UG cologne, which is EDC, that contains about 2 to 5% fragrance oils. Very light and refreshing, lasting about 2 to 3 hours. Great if you enjoy subtle scents or want something quick after shower. So I personally enjoy these in extremely humid weather and when I'm not wanting something very intense. So now second one is UG toilette, which has around 5 to 15% fragrance oils. It has light to moderate intensity, usually lasting 3 to 5 hours. So many everyday perfumes fall into this category. They are easy to wear and don't usually feel overpowering. So it's one of the biggest things that has changed how I bought fragrances uh, when I was learning that not all perfumes have the same concentration of fragrance oils. So, let me explain it in a very simple way for you all. We have four types of fragrances. First is UG cologne, which is EDC, that contains about 2 to 5% fragrance oils. Very light and refreshing, lasting about 2 to 3 hours. Great if you enjoy subtle scents or want something quick after shower. So I personally enjoy these in extremely humid weather and when I'm not wanting something very intense. So now second one is UG toilette, which has around 5 to 15% fragrance oils. It has light to moderate intensity, usually lasting 3 to 5 hours. So many everyday perfumes fall into this category. They are easy to wear and don't usually feel overpowering. So, if we talk about UG perfume, which is EDP, it typically has 15 to 20% fragrance oils, which offers stronger longevity and protection than EDT, around 8 hours or more, depending on your formulation and skin. So, this became my sweet spot, I must say. I found UG perfume gave me the exact balance that I needed. They lasted well, and still I felt really comfortable as well as confident in my daily wear. Now, the last one is perfume, that can also we say extract the perfume. It has 20 to 30% of fragrance oil, which is very, very rich in fragrance oil and very, very much longer lasting. Sometimes, maybe a couple of days also in your clothing. So, if you are looking for something very luxurious, or like for very, very special occasions of your life, so perfume can be a very amazing option. But it is more concentrated, and usually it is also at a very higher price point. So one thing to remember is that concentration does not automatically mean that you will like that scent more. A beautifully composed UG toiletty can also be someone's favorite fragrance. Okay, so it entirely depends on what is your taste. So when I talk about my personal discovery process, when I started buying perfumes, I made the mistake of choosing them on the base of hype and the branding. If everyone was talking about it, so I assumed that I must also try it and go for it. So I have, really wasted my a lot of money in that. But after trying different scents over time, I realized what were my preferences, and I wanted something more consistent than I thought. So I naturally lean toward uh, some warm, elegant, cozy fragrances which had soft musk, vanilla, amber in their base notes, because I felt really confident and put together when I was wearing them in evening. And in daytime, I was going for some fruity, citrus, or floral fragrances, uh, which were inspired with white flowers, peony, accords, and some green touches. So it felt really uplifting and not so very much overwhelming. So when I had this realization, that really changed everything for me, and I just stopped chasing every trend and started building my own collection, which I genuinely enjoyed wearing. So, another thing that really helped me understand perfumes was learning about the fragrance notes. So, when you first spray a perfume, you are smelling the top notes. So, these are the opening impression and often include the citrus fruits or light aromatics, which fade fairly quickly. Then we come up with the heart notes, which we can also say middle note. Uh, that is the main character of the fragrance, that contains some floral accords, herbs, spices, these all. And finally, the base notes stay with you the longest. This is where you'll often find ingredients like vanilla, musk, sandalwood, amber, cedar, or patchouli. So these notes can define how a perfume lingers on your skin years later. If you have ever disliked a perfume at first but loved it after an hour or vice versa, this changing structure is one reason why. So, coming to why these perfumes smell different on different people, because this is also one question which people ask, that why someone is smelling so amazing by that perfume and I'm not smelling like that. So the answer is that the fragrance always interacts with many factors. That includes your skin chemistry, body temperature, climate, and even whether your skin is dry or well moisturized. So that's why it's always a good idea to test a perfume on yourself before deciding if it's right for you. So, the advice that I will be giving you all for finding your signature scent is that if I could, uh, have my piece of advice, I would be saying on the basis of my experience, uh, it would be this: that first, don't buy a perfume only because it's trending. Your preferences should matter more than popularity. Second one is, wear a fragrance for several hours before judging it. The opening can be very different from the dry down, so pay attention to that pattern. And if you consistently enjoy warm vanilla based perfumes or fresh florals, that's a clue about your personal taste. And finally, don't feel pressured to have only one signature scent. You can absolutely have one for a daytime and another for evenings or special occasion, which I am doing for myself right now. uh, I am going for fresh floral or citrus fragrances in the day and warmer fragrances in the evenings. So, looking back, finding my signature scent wasn't about discovering just one perfect bottle. It was about understanding what made me feel more confident in myself. And for me, that meant warmer fragrances for the evenings and more cooler and floral scents for the days. And also the learning differences between colognes and perfume, and also helped me make more informed choices and avoid those impulsive purchases. So if you are still searching for your signature scent, don't rush the process. Sample different styles, wear them in different seasons, and notice which one should naturally, reach you again. So I'd love to hear from you also in the comments that what kind of fragrances are you wearing or you usually prefer, or if you have any perfume hack, do let me know. And if you enjoyed this video and found it more informative, then don't forget to like it and share it with someone. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.